Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to boot camp number 6. Today's class is all on team building. So get your pen and paper ready and let's get started. This is something that is a topic very passionate, something that really means a lot to me because I truly believe that everyone should be in Mary Kay Cosmetics for at least 1 year of their life. Why? Because I believe you become like the 5 people you spend the most time with. And if you are in an environment that is nurturing and gives you personal growth and independence and confidence and camaraderie and support, how could that possibly have a negative effect on you? So I really feel that everybody should come into Mary Kay for a year, learn how to run a business. And then if you want to go start your own, go ahead. But chances are you will love the culture of this company so much you will decide to stay. So with that, let's cover a couple things. We're going to talk about why would she want to join? So like kind of what's in it for her. We're going to talk about how to ask her. We're going to talk about layering information. We're going to talk about how to kind of plant the seed with the women that you're around, that you're talking to, and then what's in it for you. So let's start with what's in it for her. So if I had $1 for every time somebody joined just to get the discount who ended up doing something amazing, I'd be a bazillionaire. I myself joined Mary Kay just to get the 50% discount. So when people tell you, well, I'm only going to join for the 50% discount, I always encourage them, let's do one kickoff party. And then if you don't want to do another one, you don't have to. But what happens at that kickoff party is they see what's possible. They see their friends get excited. They get sales. They see the recognition and they want more of that usually. Not always. And sometimes it percolates. Sometimes they're in Mary Kay for a couple of years and then things change. You know, Mary Kay used to always say that we are always beginning a crisis, ending a crisis, or we're in the middle of a crisis. So even though you might have shared the opportunity with somebody a month ago, 3 months ago, before the holidays, a year ago, the situation changes so often. It could be a divorce. It could be a move. It could be a situation with a child. So many things changed that impact us. It might impact our self-esteem. It might impact our finances. So let's talk about, again, what's in it for her. So of course, the discount is definitely one. The other option might be extra money. She just might want a side hustle. This extra money could pay for travel. It could pay for second home. It could pay off student loans. It could pay off a car, lots of things, but extra cash is a real great reason. Third thing is tax deductions. Having an in-home based business and an in-home office is one of the few huge deductions we're still allowed to take with the IRS. So these are just the 4 that I bring up at a party. So you can come up with lots of reasons, but these are the 4 that I do. And the 4th reason is self-development and girlfriend time. So I usually mention the discount, extra cash. I don't say the discount what it is, and you'll hear me say that in just a second. But the discount, extra money, side hustle, tax deductions, and the other one would be self-development and girlfriend time, and also fun. So you kind of throw that all as one big thing, like self-development, girlfriend time, and fun, because sometimes people need fun in their lives, right? All right, so let's talk about, that's what's in it for her, right? So let's talk about how to ask. Well, there's a couple things. The company has some great, amazing tools. And some of these tools are things that will be incredibly helpful to you when you go to build your team, because they give you an opportunity to plant seeds. Now, with some personalities, and we're going to do a personality profiling session in a couple more boot camps from now, but what her personality style is will depend on what information and how much information you give her. Certain personality styles want lots of details. And here's my philosophy. I don't want to inundate them with details if they don't want the details. So if you ask a few questions, which you'll hear me in a minute do, and you listen to their answers, that's super key. Listen to their answers, then you'll know how much information to give. Okay, if they're giving you real general questions like how fast can you move to the top? How do I get a car? Those kind of things, that's very different than what am I required to do? Like you can just tell from the person. So one of the things that I would highly suggest, this is available now on section 2. You get a pack of 10 for $2. This is called the brand new team building flyer. And what's great about this is you literally could use this when you sit down with somebody. You could say, well, can I share this with you? First of all, I'll just use the name Carol. Say, Carol, you know what? First of all, Mary Kay can fit into your life, the flexibility, making a little extra money. And so you could go through that very briefly. And that's when I would tell her the profit's 50%. Then I could say, number 2, it helps you be who you want to be, encouraging and empowering education, personal development. So that might trigger her. The third thing is let's sell products that I can believe in. I know how much you love the product. You've been a customer for 3 months and you've bought so much from me. The products, I've got highest quality ingredients. So again, you can share the third point. And then the fourth point, which is one of my favorites, is The Heart of Mary Kay, started by a woman for women more than 58 years ago. And just talk about the kind of woman Mary Kay was. And then so I might say to you, well, gosh, Carol, of everything that you just heard, tell me what your thoughts are. A, absolutely, I'm interested. And with your help, I'm willing to try. B means book me for a second appointment. I have more questions. Or C means could be for me down the road, but until then I want to stay a customer. So what I do with these, to be honest with you, is I put my return address sticker right here, just in case they've lost my business card. And then I put this in every single reorder bag. Every bag I deliver, it's now going out in all the packets that I'm mailing. So when I do a skincare class virtually, every single packet I put out now gets this flyer. And you guys, for the cost of this flyer, it's 20 cents. I can't run a front to back flyer for 20 cents in good color quality, right? Now on page 2 of this, the other side of the flyer, on this side, it tells them their options. Mary Kay is all about flexibility, earning up to 50%. You can do as much or as little. The starter kit of 130, and it shows you the picture, the e-start of 30, and then the sample pack of 45. So this is just a great flyer, especially if you're meeting somebody for coffee or an in-person. If you're sitting down with somebody over coffee, you could just pull this out. Now, you don't necessarily have to go through this whole 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, but I think it's great because it kind of keeps you on track. It keeps you from not being overly talkative. So you tell her your whole life story since you joined Mary Kay 9 years ago. But it'll give her enough information that then you can listen to see what else she wants. So this is a great, great tool for you to use. Okay. Another great tool for you to use is, it is something called, let me see what the exact name of it is. It is called the Team Building Playbook. And the Team Building Playbook is eventually, from what I understand, it is going to be available eventually in cards, on cardstock as an actual standalone thing that you could flip through with somebody. Does that make sense? Okay, so let me just share with you what this looks like. So this team building playbook, picture that I'm at Starbucks meeting this person named Carol, and we sit down and I'd say, oh my gosh, Carol, look at this. Mary Kay started our company 58 years ago. And so then I would literally go and open it up and flip to the next page. And I would talk to her about how Mary Kay, just the story about Mary Kay. Now, if you do this virtually with somebody on Zoom, which I have done, and I love this, I click this little arrow and it plays a really short clip. It's about 45-second clip about Mary Kay, the person. Then I go to this page and it talks about, these are some different reasons. I'd say to Carol, Carol, let me share with you the 4 most common reasons. One is it fits into your life. And then I would literally click on this and it's going to pull up the video of, I didn't really mean to click on that, but how it just fits into your life. Now, Marnie Hendricks, this is such a cool video because she has 7 kids. So if the woman is telling you that she's really busy because she's got a couple kids, Marnie's video of her having 7 kids kind of just puts all that to, I don't know. It's a great video. All right. So we can go through that. Then we can go through the next segment, why I chose Mary Kay. And so this is when I say to them, I joined Truly to get the discount, although I was very impressed with the company, but I really was in love with the product and I couldn't afford it. So I joined to get the 50% off. And then about a year later decided, hey, I've got student loans to pay off. So you just absolutely never know. And the rewards that I get, oh my gosh, they're never ending. So if you tend to say very little and you're not an outgoing person, you might jot down 1 or 2 things, 1 thing per thing on here to share. Like what attracted me would be the discount. The rewards I got is all my personal growth and self-confidence. And the steps that led me to my success was never being out of school. I always loved taking classes and learning from the pros. If you're overly talkative or more conversation bound, then you would probably want to do the same thing just to keep you short, concise, and get the information out to her. Then the next part talks about fitting into your life. Again, freedom and flexibility, talks about money. I think the way they've written this, you guys, you literally could just look at the words that are darker and emphasize those as you kind of cruise through it and read it. If you go through this 3 times in front of a mirror or in front of your computer or whatever, and you go through this, I will tell you by the 4th time you sit down with her, it'll just feel like smooth as glass. It'll just come to you, but just do it 3 times on the same day that you're going to do the sharing appointment. Then it talks about helps you be you, talks about the support, personal growth, all of that. And then of course, last but not least, it talks about products that you can believe in, which I think is so, so key. Then right here, it talks about the kind of company Mary Kay is. This is becoming a bigger and bigger deal. The fact that our manufacturing plant is completely sustainable, powered by like all the plus things as far as sustainability and electricity and recycling, and it's zero landfill, all of that stuff, which is really, really important. Then one of the last slides, it says start with who you know, then who they know. Because that's one of the most common questions is where am I going to find customers? Every person you know knows at least 5 people you don't. And so we kind of reassure them of that, which is great. And then down here it talks about there's so many ways to sell. You can sell in person, you can sell virtual parties, one-on-ones, social selling, personal website. So you have lots of options on how you can sell. And then how you can get started. Here's your choices. You can do the starter kit. Now, if you click on these, the startup option shows you a picture of the kit and what's in it. If you go sign up now, it'll link you directly to the Mary Kay in Touch website, and then you can actually submit her agreement. So this is a really great thing. It's called the Team Building Playbook. And where you find this is under the Mary Kay in Touch website. Go under My Business and go down to Mary Kay University, and that's where you'll find that. Once you click on the tab that talks about building your team, it is step 8 in the Mary Kay University. And in fact, I'll just show you this really, really quick. And I'm going to share this really, really quick clip with you because it's very clever, very, 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 very well done. Okay, so this is step 8 of Mary Kay University. And I want you guys just to watch this real quick.
I love Mary Kay. I love selling, and I'm so ready to build my team.
Whoa, that's a lot of enthusiasm.
Mary Kay makes tools available to help me with my Mary Kay business, and I cannot wait to pass that on.
Maybe, bring it down a notch?
I'm having so much fun and meeting the best people.
What? I want to have fun.
And I get to sell products I love.
Wait, I love Mary Kay.
Plus, the extra money I'm earning is awesome.
Oh my gosh, what if I could finally pay off my car?
And I already have 2 skincare parties booked next week.
What if I earned the use of a new car?
You totally could. This business is made for people like us.
Wait, are we communicating with our thoughts?
Yes!
Quick, what color am I thinking of?
Pink!
Okay, I'm in.
Wait, should we high five?
Yes.
I just thought that was a really cute illustration kind of how it could all go, right? All right, so let's go back really quick because we're going to wrap this up. One of the things I want to talk to you guys about is, so how do you share the opportunity? Because I know you're all going to tell me, I've already talked to my friends and none of them are interested. Okay, I totally get that, but they don't know what they don't know. I said I wasn't interested. Everybody I've talked to me, often they, they say because they don't know the commissions or anything. So what I do is I'm really, really great now at using the hashtag party board at my party. So even if it's a single facial and I'm just doing a one-on-one, because I had 4 one-on-ones last week due to COVID and everything, everybody was getting sick, but the hostesses were still healthy. So I had them pull this out. And at the end, I say, by the way, can I be your consultant? Yes or no, free or me if you want to book a party. And then at the third one, I said to them, so I use those 4 things. I said, you know what, if you're curious, and I brought up the same 4 things I mentioned to you earlier on this recording. If you've ever thought about maybe wanting a significant discount where there's also no quota, you're interested maybe in extra money, maybe you're thinking about tax deductions, or maybe you just want some personal growth, girlfriend time, and some fun. If you're curious, just write the word info. There's no obligation. I'll just share some information about how Mary Kay works. You might be somebody like me who joins for the discount and decides to get a car and do more, or you might just come and hang out, or you might decide to pay for that European vacation to Paris or wherever, whatever you want to do. But if you're curious, do me the favor, at least write the word info so I can just give you some information, no obligation. And when I say it that way, you guys, I will tell you at my parties, I would say if there's 8 women, usually 5 of the 8 will write down the word info. And all that's doing is giving me permission to share more information with them. So that's how I ask. Now, let's talk about layering. There's a lot of really, really good videos. You can find videos in a couple different places. So you can go on Mary Kay in Touch and you can go to Video Lounge. And I'm going to show you where these are really quick. So if you go onto Mary Kay in Touch, you're going to go right up here to Video Lounge. And when you go to Video Lounge, you're looking for shareable videos that are from the company. So give it 1 second to boot up here real quick. Come on, computer. So we're going to go up here to shareable, and we're going to click on shareable. And then we're going to go down to, now they could be the company ones, or it could be the ones that it just fits, which is team building. These are profiles of different people. And so I'm going to click on it just fits. And let's say I'm talking to a gal who's Latina, who maybe I think she could relate somebody to somebody who is Latina. So I might send them asterisks. So when you click on this one, or Jacqueline, so let's say you click on Jacqueline. So you click on Jacqueline's, and then notice when it pulls up, there is a share button right up here at the top. So you can literally click on this share and it'll give you the direct link. You just copy, you just really literally copy that, and you can paste that into an email, a text. It's also right up here on this HTTP right here. But that's a video that you could share. If she's got lots of kids, share with her Marnie Hendricks. If she's got I believe a nursing background, Sonia Coleman. So they're all a little different, but these are 4 or 5 that are options to you. There's actually 6 of them. And then our national sales director, Janice Trude, has on her website a few more videos. So the fun thing about videos is I like to send a video before I do a sharing appointment, because I think it just kind of warms them up to what's possible. Leah Laughlin's video is one of my favorites because she was a tomboy and wasn't not really interested in the skincare cosmetic industry. So layering is great. And again, like I said, once they layer that, once they've watched the video, I just say you get to ask me any 5 questions. And so depending on their personality style, that'll depend on what questions they ask. So set those up with your director. She'll help you with that. The very last tip I want to cover is what's in it for you. What's in it for you? Well, I can think of lots of things, right? Confidence for you. Having a team is so exciting. It's kind of like I remember when I got my first team member and she had like a $200 party. I was bursting with pride. I couldn't wait to go to the meeting, and her name was Denise, and make a big deal about Denise's party. Like, Denise had a $200 party. Like, I was such like the proud mama or the proud big sister of her success. Now, granted, it was her success. I wasn't taking credit for her success, but you're just so proud of them. And right. And you climb the hills together, and you deal with the valleys together. So confidence could be a reason for you to team build. Another one is the commissions. Okay. And I'm going to share with you the commissions really quick in a second. What about the camaraderie? Those all start with C, right? Commissions, confidence, and camaraderie. What about the sisterhood? And then of course, moving into leadership. So the first step of leadership is the red jacket, which means you have a team of at least 3. And your title goes from consultant, if you want to jot this down, to senior consultant, which means you have a team of 1 or 2. And as a senior consultant, you make 4%. I'm going to make this super brief. This is like the condensed version. So when you have 1 or 2 team members, you make 4% from Mary Kay, not from them. So they make 50, you make 50, but you do make 4%. Then when you get that magic 3rd person, your 3rd person, your 4th person, you now make a sliding scale. It's either 4 or 6 or 8%. And that's based on your order and their orders added up. Depending on how much those add up to, you're going to make either 4%, 6% or 8%. And that can be a couple $100, you guys, in a month easily. Now, when you get to 5 team members, your title changes from star team builder, which is 3. So you go senior consultant is 1 or 2. Star team builder is 3 or 4. The exciting thing about number 5, lots of things happen at number 5. Number 5, you're a team leader. Your title changes. Your commission changes. You make at least 9%. That's the base, 9%. And that means you have an active team of 5. And that's also when you can go on target to earn a beautiful Chevy Malibu. You have to have at least 5 on your team to earn your car, and at least $5,000 of production, your order and all their orders totaled up. Now, when you get to 8, you are considered I backed up. When you hit 5, you can also make 13%. So you have 2 options for commissions at 5 team members and above. One's either 9% or one's 13. The only way to get a 13% check, and this is all the way, even for directors, you have to have 5 people on your team order in a month, and you personally have to order your 600. Mary Kay did that because she knows those who are out of the field are not going to be as effective as a leader. So Mary Kay incentivizes even me as a director. If I don't order 600 every month, I don't make my 13% check. Well, you guys, when you have 65 or 70 personal team members, I mean, it's a lot. So you're going to want to get plugged in. So how you make that highest, the top cap of 13%, is if 5 people on your team order, they can order 225, they can order 600, they could order 1,000. As long as it's 225 or more, 5 people in 1 month order, and you personally are ordering at least a 600, you make 13%. You also get a $50 cash bonus every time you get a seminar Great Start Qualified. I keep calling it a seminar qualified, but Great Start Qualified, meaning they come in with 600 in their first 4 months, which I would say probably 95% of people do. So it's the commissions, gang. Now, the difference between consultant and director, if you look at the two piles of money, it's about 330% increase. So let's just say, my closing comment to you is this. Let's just say you were thinking, well, gosh, you know what? I'm looking for my flyer here to show you. I swear to goodness, it is here. I promise you. Okay, well, I don't know where it went. So let me reopen this. Sorry about that. So what I will tell you is if you're sitting here and you're hearing this and you're like, you know what? I want to go big. Like I can't imagine not, I want to be in leadership. I want to move up. I want to run with this and I don't have any time to waste. Maybe you've been recently laid off and you have a really short window to make big, massive leaps. Talk to your director because we have a sheet called the 4-month plan from 0 to directorship. And this is a plan for somebody who says, I want to go from 0 to hero. I want to go from no team members to a brand new director with a team of 30. Like I want that. I want to be a leader. I want to, get a Mary Kay car. I want to impact as many lives as I possibly can. So there's a flyer. This is available through your director. And it basically gives you this is truly foolproof. I'm not kidding you. 4-month plan of exactly what you would need to do for 4 months. If you do all of what it says to do on here, you will absolutely end up with a brand new unit, great production, a strong team, and 30 unit members. So if that is kind of your plan and you're thinking, gosh, I want it all I knew is that I wanted to make a difference. And I knew that the higher I climbed on the Mary Kay ladder, the bigger the pool would get, the more I'd be able to impact lives. So if that's of interest to you, please talk to your director. I will tell you guys, Red Jacket is the funnest. It's the funnest. That's probably not a word. It is one of the greatest places to just get your feet wet. So if you're not in Red yet, get to Red. If you are in Red, but maybe you've lost your Red Jacket or you only have a few team members that are active, like 1 or 2, just get to that solid, at least 5 active, because then you're always going to have at least 3 that are always working. Does that make sense? So the team building is fun. Remember, what's in it for her could be the discount, extra money, tax deductions, in-home office, self-development, girlfriend time, and fun. And what's in it for you? Confidence, commissions, passing Mary Kay's legacy on is really key. Camaraderie, sisterhood, moving into leadership. It's fun. And it's fun to watch people grow at whatever pace they want to grow. So I want to challenge you guys. Within 24 hours of watching this, I want you to set up 3 shares. I want you to pick 3 people. They may not be interested in a million years, and that's fine. And you're going to say to them, I'm in leadership training. My mentor asked me to pick 3 women in my life who I would love to hang out with. And I know you probably aren't interested, but would you listen for a half off lip gloss or would you listen for a half off mascara? I only need the max of 20 minutes of your time, and give them a video to watch, set up a share with your director. And if they're not interested, that's fine. But what if even though she might say she's not interested, it turns out at the end, she's like, I'm ready to get started. You never know. So that's my 24-hour challenge to each and every one of you guys, is to book 3 shares, pick 3 people, let them know they don't have to join. It's for your training. And I know you're going to make a big difference. Thanks for tuning in today, you guys.